Bonjour everyone, Pantouf here today for a new video in which we're going to talk about Tank Company, and today we're going to do a step-by-step guides for beginners on how to start well on this game. Let's go. First thing first, which tanks to pick at the start, because obviously when you click on this icon that leads you to the tech tree, you see that there are so many tanks to choose from and also so many nations to choose from. So basically the first thing we need to answer is which nation is the best to start. And to that I'm going to tell you the Russians for two reasons. The first is that it's the tech tree that features the most tanks, which means that when you enter the Russian tech tree, you'll find everything you need to start well: good tank destroyers, good heavies, good light tanks, plus good medium tanks. And at the same time, it's also the tech tree that gathers the best tier 8 tank. Tier 8 in this game that are the latest tiers, therefore the best tanks. So out of that list, which one should you go for first? If you are a good player, the first tank you need to get is the T62M, because based on the statistics of every other mediums of the game that I checked, this one features the most. It has great armor, great gun, great mobility, everything you expect from a great medium. So yeah, definitely a go-to tank. If you are a little bit less experienced and want to go for something that will be forgiving, then you should head straight to the heavy tank featuring the IS-4, a tier 8 Russian tank once again, because that thing has so many armor that people will bounce you off without even realizing it. And obviously, this is the kind of advantage you seek specifically when you're a new player and you don't know yet about some methods like hull down, side scraping, etc. that I will talk about in a future video. And finally, if you are more of a camper, go for the Object 268 for the simple reason that it's already shaped to bounce shells. And it's gonna give you a great advantage because it means that you don't need to do anything for you to bounce shells. And on top of that, the statistics of the gun are pretty good and accurate. I mean, you have nearly 3k DPM, that is one of the greatest in this game. And on top of that, your penetration with gold shell is 370, which means that you are going to penetrate everything every time you switch. Third thing to know, the event currently going on, the new recruit benefit. When you click on this icon, it will lead you to this page. From there, you have the day 8 sign in where you can collect some gifts, the research boost that will allow you to unlock 2 tanks faster. And I really want to insist on this one because, well, here, what you want to do is pick a tank. For example, me, as I'm going to start with the T62M, I'm going to click the T62M and I'm going to click on confirm selection. As soon as I click on that, I'm going to not unlock the whole branch, but I'm going to have a bonus, a multiply 2 bonus on experience I receive in order to unlock this tank faster than any other tanks that because I picked it. And it's extremely important for you to do the right choice. So if you follow my advice, you want to use it on either the T62M, the IS-4 or the Object 268, and remind yourself that you have 2 tanks to choose from. 2. When you finish the first one, and another one will pop up, which means that in the first month of the game, you can unlock your first 2 tier 10 if you are good enough. Last thing, the boot camp. If you want to unlock a free premium, then it's your luck, because here there is the Tiger 131 totally for free, a tier 4 German heavy tank. That's the statistics are good. I'm not going to tell you that this tank is broken because it's definitely not the case. But if you know how to play it correctly, I feel like you could do a lot with this tank. And obviously it's free, so you really want to have it. So how do you unlock it? It's pretty simple. You need to do those daily missions because you are going to unlock 1 per day since the first day you launch into Tank Company. But be aware that you only have 29 days to finish off the event, and you have 14 missions to finish before unlocking the Tiger 131, which means that you need to play Tank Company within the first 15 days, of the month. Otherwise, bye-bye the free reward. And finally, last thing that is really important to me, the crew members. When you click on this icon that will lead you to the tank you already have, and then click on this icon, crew member, you see that you have many crews. When you click on each one of them, you will see that there is something called skills, a category called skills. And in this one, you are going to be able to learn many skills, so you can choose from many different ones. And obviously, unlike other games like World of Tanks Blitz, here you need to unlock skills based on the crew member rather than an overall team. What I mean by that is that every single crew member is going to have his own abilities, which means that you need to always check them and improve them. And there is a way to improve them faster. Crew members on this game are switchable, which means that if you have a tank that does more experience than another one, it means that you are gonna have more skills on your crew if you switch them off to this specific tank. Those specific tanks can be found right there, here or here, because those icons are the shop icon. So we're gonna go directly to the store where we can find many premium tanks. And for example, let's say that you are starting an American line, an American heavy line, or a medium line, and you want your crew members to get a lot of skill rapidly. What you want to do is go into the store, buy one of those tanks, and specifically the one that is still an American, because you can't switch nations. So you buy an American tank, an American premium tank, to increase the abilities of your American crew members, and you get yourself better crew overall by playing the tank using the crew members. I don't know if I made myself clear, and if it's not the case, do not worry, I'll do a whole new video on that to explain it a little bit better. But as the game just releases, I feel like it's important for me to tell you all of that. So yeah, I feel like that's it, guys. We're not gonna play the game today because one last information I forgot to tell you. The game is not available on emulator yet. It's going to be soon. Tank company developers are working on it. It's just a bug that means that you can't see it on emulator. And if you did, you are quite lucky, and please give us your solution in the comments, because I feel like a lot of people are struggling with this. And hopefully I'm gonna see you soon for a new video. If you enjoyed this little step-by-step guide, feel free to subscribe, like, and share, and tell me in the comments what next you want me to talk about concerning Tank Company, and I'm gonna do my best to satisfy you. See ya!